I know one of you two is gonna turn that off.
Would be funny.
Yeah, it should be repeatedly on the recording. Don't be turn it off. Oh, also,
You're afraid of us turning it off. I was thinking of weird noises to make.
it's still recording, so I mean, you can make as much money as you want.
Alright, I'm here.
That wasn't an hour.
I thought it would be longer.
Oh my god, Leo.
Yo, we haven't even started.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're sitting there,
Oh, okay.
and it's already recording.
Look at my stack.
Massive.
Massive stacks.
And that is yours.
Stacks and stacks and stacks.
Yeah, we also got Ritz, crackers, and trail mix if y'all want it. And also more props. Okay, so does anyone want to recap now that Tox is here?
No.
So Toph made metal building.
I did what?
Metal
That's
You remember what happened?
Oh, alright, the guy with the armor, who was supposedly a guard where I live. I forget what the town was called, or city.
Esperia.
Esperia.
But now it's called a borough as a
And
racist.
yes, and it's now
as a racist.
gone, basically, and he recognized me, and turned out I was like the prince of Esperia. That's about it, but we also think it might be an illusion. But the armor might be an illusion, there is something there though.
He's lying.
There's also like he also gave us visions of a big armory with like some weird black and white devil fruit in the back and a ton of weapons. That's about all that I remember.
As a mayor racist, or do you want to take a picture?
I do not care.
It's not a dry enough.
I have no clue what that is, but this is the air drying.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude. I just pulled that out of my house. You can erase it.
what's the dexterity for the Aquila?
I'm still actually working on the Queller's stat block, but just say it's like a +2 for now.
Alright.
I'm also still working on the levels as well, but if you read the Queller or fungus stuff, you will find a lot of very interesting abilities. As reflect magic is a potentiality.
I want the jacket fruit.
You are the jacket and you become possession.
Yeah.
Jacket actually sounds pretty powerful depending on how you use it.
Yeah, because
We should
it would be
give him the soul
perfect.
fruit.
It would be perfect if I had the jacket fruit, just because I have a massive amount of wisdom and charisma, and if I put myself on you as a jacket, I'll get your strength too.
I can also, chain up people, basically, with one of my spells.
Huh. And then we can force put the jacket on someone else, huh? I can't wait to find the first devil fruit.
Yeah, and
To
after,
find out what it is.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm surprised this looks good.
It looks like it's about to cry.
Reflection of yellow eyes, so yeah. It's more bluish. But yeah.
Also, Peyton, last night I factory reset my PC, and I'm gonna reinstall Arizona Sunshines, because that should get it running better. And we can play that tonight if you want.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Also, the weekends are probably the best for me to play VR, because I have literally nothing else.
That's fair. Doesn't have any moves, just on my computer.
So, do you remember what you four were doing before last session ended? I mean, you
We
were-
asked him if he could let us into the armory that was behind him. He said it was closed, I think.
Yeah. Remember, he cannot speak. He kind of just.
Or gestured to us.
He
that it was
more so
closed.
gestures.
This is the trail mix always gets better.
You asked that same question last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just talking about it before. So these chairs are really good for some reason.
But am I right or not?
I mean, they taste better. Yep.
They
It's
taste
like-
better than what?
It's just kind of
The
like,
M&Ms and Jonas taste
What?
better
it's
than
kind of like Venom.
regular M&Ms. Just
Sure.
bad.
Yeah, I agree with. I agree
Just
with
watched Venom
Yeah, I'm
last night.
and I really want to watch Venom: The Last Dance, which comes out.
It's already out. That's
Yeah, it's
what we
out on
watched.
Netflix.
Yeah, that's what we watched.
Hell yes, I'm gonna watch it when I get home.
It released like a few years ago.
Venom: The Last Dance was released last year.
Yeah.
It being on
That's-
Netflix released on the 25th. Which I still need to watch that. Watch Venom 1 and 2, they're pretty good. I really want Venom 4 to have Deadpool and then Carnage Puppy, just for no reason.
Did you know the only person to overfeed Venom is Jeff the Land Shark?
What?
To overfeed Venom?
Yeah, Jeff the Land Shark had Venom for a bit, and he overfed Venom.
My God.
I mean, Jeff is an absolute menace.
To like a point where Venom detached from Jeff and left.
Peyton, did you know in the comics, Squirrel Girl, her power's that if she thinks she
Yeah,
can win,
yeah,
she
yeah.
does.
No, it's just
So
that she
dumb.
wins.
She wins if she thinks she can.
Yeah.
No,
Which is
not if she thinks, she just wins. Like any way that she can win, either by befriending or just like outright beating. That's why
And then also
Dr.
Marvel
Doom is
Rival-
terrified of squirrels.
then also I'm pretty sure that's the reason. I'm pretty sure they're adding every meme from Marvel into Rivals.
Do you guys all have rivals?
Yeah,
We should play.
I have it. I'm not downloading it
Why?
because it's too much. It's 40 gigs.
It is.
That is
big.
not too much.
No, it's pretty big for me.
Okay. We need
That's quite a bit.
we need
Oh.
And also, my PC is absolute shit.
Oh, well, that's
I just refuse to install it.
one.
Guys,
Wait, isn't it a 5? No, it's a 6-player game.
yeah, 6 player.
guys, never download Ark Survival Evolved.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know that.
Yeah.
I have it on my Switch, but I haven't played it for a while.
I don't need to be reminded.
Do you,
120 gigs is crazy. Per
You-
map.
do you four remember what you were talking about before? Because you four were in a little group talking about like sneaking past. I think you were specifically.
Yeah, because I didn't want to fight, but I'm prepared to.
Yeah, he wanted to
I mean,
sneak
how are we
past.
gonna sneak past? He already knows we're there.
I'm camouflaged.
I was about to, yeah, you have
Oh.
the camouflage bullshit. I think I was telling you to try and use your status as the prince to like convince him or give him a different directive.
Hmm.
Yeah, because everyone here is royalty.
Except Isley, for now.
Yeah.
I'll catch butterflies.
Weren't you a royal guard?
butterflies.
No, I just got drafted.
Yeah.
I got drafted to deal with the invasive koi fish population.
Which I'm gonna send y'all up
yeah.
against at some point.
Are
just
koi
for
fish
fun.
invasive?
I'm gonna look that up actually. Are koi fish invasive?
I think
Anyways.
somewhere they are.
Do you guys just want to try to fight it?
I want to see. We don't know if it has bad
What? Okay.
intentions.
It can have serious
try to
ecological
befriend
consequences
it.
and can ruin
Let's try to
recreational
befriend
opportunities
it.
for future
Yeah,
generations
that's
of
what we've been trying to
Oregonians.
do.
Non-native
music?
invasive species such as koi can be reported to the hotline at 1-866 invader,
Nice.
just like you.
So, if we, let's obviously try to befriend this first.
So koi are invasive
And
here.
If that doesn't work,
I guess that makes sense.
there's treasure behind this door.
Okay.
Well, here I'm gonna
Now,
talk.
what if I try to friend it with music before we try to kill it?
That's why we try to befriend it first.
That's why I've been saying let's have Leo talk to it and use the status as the prince against it, because he's the highest ranking thing that thing knows.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
so
fine. Okay, so let's go on a plan. Leo, you're gonna try to do that first.
Okay.
Do you have bardic inspiration?
what is that?
Bardic inspiration. I think that's a second level thing.
Okay, never mind. Next,
Well,
and then if that doesn't work, you're gonna try to befriend it. Do you have any plans?
I've already been talking to it. Would
Well,
chill.
Well, as
I'm
the former
terrified.
prince, I would like at least a glimpse of what's inside this armory.
I'm pretty
A
sure.
physical glimpse.
Physical. Okay.
Just a peek.
No, just say open the armory to us.
Open up, bitch.
Open sesame.
Ooh.
The guard looks at you, Leo, and it's a very concentrated kind of look into your eyes, as it looks to your other compatriots, knowing that the only thing that is desired is beyond this door. It holds its spear still in its lap, and actually
Forget it has a spear.
and motions to its spear to stand upright as the air beneath it start to kind of eminence a little bit as it gains up to its full 14-foot height, and then turns around, grabs this very seemingly heavy door as it just opens it, like not with its hands or anything, but just like it lurches its hands into the door's like crevices and pulls it open.
That's cool.
As the doors open, you get to see how thick these were. These were very broad doors. They were about like 2-3 of my hands long, and inside you see just like pitch darkness. You don't see much light, just the luminescence of the other light sources in quote shining through into the door.
It's glowing.
That's true. It does not glow much though, that's the thing.
Can't I make it glow brighter?
I guess yeah, you can. But what spell are you infusing into it to make it glow brighter?
Mending.
Mending? Mending is what kind of spell?
I don't know.
Mending is a
Didn't you already
cantrip.
add like arcane magic to my golem?
Yeah,
What type of spell is mending?
Cantrip.
yeah.
There's can't
It basically just
like is it not thaumaturgy or anything?
It's able to replace.
it's
Oh,
transmutation.
Transmutation, okay.
yeah. It fixes like very minor breaks. in
I believe this was a
So that's what also heals his golem, is mending.
Also,
That makes
that's that
sense.
one enchantment from Minecraft.
for that sake I'm just gonna say it glows like a deeper, more indigo kind of color. How much are you willing to put into this? How much arcane magic?
Right.
Like, how much do you want it to glow?
I wanted to light up like a 30 radius.
30-foot radius. Roll Arcana for that. 10. You managed to light it up about 15 feet at least, which is enough. Yeah. The light from it, where it's right now, there's the marker, glows from more of this area inwards, and the guardian of this takes one of his feet per se and steps over the boundary line between the corridor and the door. And as you do see that, there's like a sort of pause or linger in the air as you then begin to see how big this next chamber was.
Oh, buddy.
And it steps forward to
Are we fighting egress right now? I mean, we're not fighting now.
Don't give him an idea for a Dark Souls boss.
I actually have a ton of like solo links stat sheet, like boss stat sheets.
I'm gonna beg you for those ladies.
Don't give him.
Dude, I would love to fight Igris.
Igris is who exactly?
He's the red knight
from solo leveling.
here.
I have not watched Solo Leveling at all. I do not have Crunchyroll.
We're gonna die.
Yes.
Dude,
Bureau?
streaming sites.
It's this guy.
You can watch it for free.
You know,
That's kinda
pirate.
sick.
pirate.
Yeah, he is very cool.
I could
They don't
deal.
pay
I could deal
for
without his
that.
giant
Do it.
ponytail.
Yeah, dude, just go to
Giant
like
ponytail is awesome.
vid
I don't really like it.
SRC
I think it's
or
just a
some
plume.
shit.
I don't know if that's his actual hair.
Plume or
No,
ponytail. I
that's-
don't like
that's not his
that too
actual
much.
hair.
Right, yeah, he has white hair.
I don't
Silver.
like. I don't like it too much. His hair.
No, we've never actually seen him.
I'm pretty sure the author has described him as having silver hair.
Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually.
There is like a miniature mound of dirt in front of where the door has opened, and the giant guard sits on it, reducing back to his 7-foot height. The golem is about here, emanating the glow of it to about be there-ish. What do you four wish to do?
Is that a go ahead to go in, or will he beat our ass if we try to?
Here, I'll go in first. I feel like there's the least chance of me being hurt.
Also, which one of you is Lunarian? You can create fire to like light up the room as well.
That's really funny because also like I was confused about Skyping or Lunar and now you're asking.
Are there any
Even though you
like?
corrected
Are
me.
there any like torches in this room?
Okay, Scorpion, white. Lunarian, black. Really, the only difference is Lunarians have
Hey,
bigger.
white and black.
Lunarians have bigger wings that are black and they control fire. Scorpions.
Do they control water?
No.
Damn.
They're basically just guys.
Yeah.
They're guys with wings.
Yeah.
I got nothing special.
Lunarians is like the rarest race, so, and the most powerful base race, other than giants.
Why not with fire? Because
Because they have increased their ability. They can fly fast. They have fire. That's in like.
wouldn't
movies.
Lunarians be more powerful then? Or
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he means. The Lunarians are more powerful.
Okay, I heard you say Skypians were more powerful.
Lunarians and giants are the base, like most strongest, just race. In
Okay.
One Piece. And then Kaido's Kaido.
Kaido's a dragon, right?
No, that's his devil fruit. His actual durability, he's like the strongest beast. He has a special race. Him and
Wait,
his.
So what race is Kaido?
I don't really know what's his deal.
Okay.
We just know he's the strongest.
Cool. Do you three do anything else as Leo is walking in?
I pull out my flute and start playing it.
What kind of music are you playing, or what song are you playing on the flute?
Let's see here. Flute songs.
Hold the Mountain King.
Through the fire and the flames.
That'd be really difficult because you're just like.
I'm playing the that one, the Naruto OST,
That sounds awfully like Doom. You're gonna have to pull up a video of that.
I don't know what it's actually called.
But is it the Naruto Shippuden opening or the regular Naruto
It's
opening?
not even an opening. It's just like
Just a song?
background song.
Okay. Once you find that, roll a performance check. So Leo, you walk into this massive chamber, and as you are kind of like examining like where you are in this room,
Yes.
giant floating orbs of various colors, ranging from blue to pink to yellow to red to green to even like the black light you saw, which wasn't like the UV light, but like showing blackness as a color.
Interlight.
I guess in a sense, yeah.
This is good, I guess. All right. This is the song I start playing on my flute.
Oh, this one.
Okay, roll performance
Since
check.
I woo.
Sensei, woo!
Performance for what?
Do it D20.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll just take this one out. Seven.
Plus modifier.
What's the modifier for this?
It should say on here.
For
Performance.
which one? Performance. +3, so 10.
You play it to the best of your ability, managing to get off the right notes, but it's a little slower than what you had hoped, as each note is not entirely corresponding to what you have previously learned on the hurdy-gurdy. The opening for you, Leo, is more spacious than what you could imagine. It's literally just weapons of different colors from underneath the orbs on against the walls.
Are there any guns?
Is there any armor?
Are there any instruments?
Are you entering it?
Yes.
Okay. What are you two doing in that case? I know you're singing.
The last time you asked, I said it was following.
Okay, I didn't hear you that time.
So, I guess I'll be just like walking in behind everyone else, playing the flute.
Yeah, I'll be walking in kind of to the side of the mound.
And I'll be scanning for more instruments to add to my arsenal.
You do not see what appears to be any armor of any sort you have seen before. I don't like that, so I'm going to turn those lights off. You do not see what appears to be any instruments. Whoa. Is there a selective light switch?
Yeah, you can turn that off, and then there's lamps, and then you can turn on the very back. So there's 2 light switches by the door back there.
Can one of you get the lamp? Okay, that works.
Are you sure?
I'm enjoying this. Oh god, he has the beating stick.
Yep, it's fine.
Okay.
Once upon a time.
You wake up with this guy in front of you all over a campfire. What do you do?
Ah, so you're finally awake.
Whatever you do seem to see is
So there's no armor?
not from what you can attain with your eyes at the
I
moment.
do have dark vision.
Yeah, it's light enough you can see. There's orbs of light everywhere. You can't recognize if there is any armor anywhere at the moment, as a lot of it seems to be more blurred behind like reflective material covering over the weapons or
there's
weapons
like
or items.
There's like a glass casing.
In a sense, yes. The Air Guardian, in the sense, or I'll just call him Esperian Guard, maybe, kind of stands or sits down still above the mound, and still with his weapon on the ground, kind of watching you, but more of a downward cast as he's kind of like looking at where your feet are.
This is what's behind the door.
Can I go deeper?
Light.
Better question.
Oh, I died.
Can we go deeper?
That's what she said.
That's fine.
Which way are you going deeper?
Basically around the guy and then straight forward.
Left or right around?
Left.
What if we split up and go both ways?
Obviously, you can't take us both on.
Exactly. He can't go both ways and
So instant transmission. It's either that or the other gods in the room.
Or he's an air elemental and he just spreads out.
Mists around the room randomly, actually like appearing bodily and
And
just
technically, air elementals could just become invisible and teleport because they are air.
yeah.
They can't teleport.
It would be like teleporting because we couldn't see him and he would just reappear and beat up our ass.
It looked like
He also
teleporting.
Armor.
Yeah, he does have armor. From what you see. Do you two want to split into groups and walk around? Or
Yeah, wait, which way is Peyton going?
Payne is going left, so this way.
I guess one of you guys goes with him and then whoever else go and me go right.
I guess I can go with Peyton because he's got the binding spell and he's most likely to save me probably from anything.
Alright, I'll go right.
Cool. And Payne Isley, you're the only one with dark vision, I believe. You don't have dark vision, do you?
Oh no, I'm a gnome.
That's the funny thing about these groups
You're a
is
snowmobile.
they're the only ones with dark vision. Me and him don't. I have a glowing goal.
What's
Gold.
funny is
Golem.
in my main campaign, I'm the only one without dark vision.
And now he's the only one without being royal.
Yeah, peasant.
Group classism.
Even though we're all like expelled. Or countries don't even exist anymore.
Hey, at least I'm not an enemy of the country.
At least I'm not an enemy of the
Dog, I'm the oldest one here.
Peyton, Ice is after you right now.
Fuck.
Oh God.
My sister told me that. She says, I'm gonna get you deported.
My brother just didn't like the fact that I'm a little inventive and booted me from my rightful
Your
place.
sister is a Sigma.
Your sister's kind of based. Get the fuck out.
All of you are beta cucks compared to where you came from.
Dog, I came from Alaska.
Shut up, Snow.
Perfect trade.
Okay,
That's
so
correct.
what do we see on our way through
Um,
the area?
Can you two stop making so much risk-giving noise?
Will you two stop making that ruckus?
I will beat you so bad you go to Goofy's dimension.
Okay.
Anyways.
What happens when we split up and start walking?
Okay, so with Isley and Payton, as they are going left, the air elemental does not follow them, or no, he doesn't follow any of your groups in the direction they are going. Isley and Payton, as you are going left, you see more reds, yellows, and oranges, all kind of either like the lights are moving all together to give off a more like animated illumination feeling. You two see more items of either like more protection and lesser protection of what you can assume is some kind of armor you haven't seen yet or before or ever. With Carl and Sky, Leo and Alan, you two, the Golem and Fire both increase your chances to see, and what you do see,
I have dark vision.
either way, with
Just well, it couldn't be magical darkness. Because unless these are also magical lights, and that cancels it out. Sorry.
Leo, you do not see anything of what you are potentially wishing for, but you do see a lot of engravings from Esperia. I need to. Does anyone remember what the rune or flag was? I don't.
I don't know, I think it looked kind of like a pinwheel. Like in a white circle. Red background.
Just pull it up real quick.
That sounds an awful lot like another flag.
Yeah, that was the joke.
A pinwheel being what? I don't think I got the joke.
I was saying it's just a Nazi flag.
Yeah.
It's not a pinwheel, that is a swastika.
It's
Well,
basically
it
a-
looks like a pinwheel.
Basically a pinwheel.
Well, not a pinwheel, no.
It's shaped like a pinwheel.
A lot of it does have the symbology of Esperia all over it, from what you recognize, Leo. It being more circular and moon-shaped with wings kind of more separated with like more triangular geometrical shaping. You, on the other hand, Talon, you see a lot of weapons that seem magical in nature, but also at the same time, you can't entirely tell if they are magical or actually physical, as your golem kind of reacts indifferently to them with its own mind, which is more active than what you felt like before you entered this chamber.
Are there any guns?
There what?
Are there any guns? Or
The-
did like Esperia fall before guns were big?
It's basically when Esperia became a borough, they weaponized coffins to make them into nuclear bombs. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that there are guns here because this was also a very peaceful time when that happened. How long do Lunarians live for?
I think they're immortal.
They're immortal? Let's check in
Right,
with
they-
the fact guy. How long can Lunarians live for?
There's only been one Lunarian in the show.
Okay, and how long has that one lived for so far?
All the other Lunarians were extinct.
How long ago
I
was that?
don't know how old this one is.
Cool, so
We could say like
leaving up to
hundreds of
estimation.
years old.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, because Esperia fell when he was the commander of the army, before he was betrayed. So I wouldn't say that guns were invented, but there were other very severe and or lethal methods of killing your enemies from afar in Esperia, which was not utilized as much, and so the military didn't become very technically advanced. You do see some cartridges of ammo for different ranged weapons, but also at the same time you do see like a lot of long-ranged handheld weapons, like whips or slings.
Do I see, or do they see any like instruments?
Biologically immortal.
They're biologically immortal.
Do they see any instruments? Or any like magic looking weapons?
Well, is there a difference between immortal and biologically immortal?
Immortal, you can't die. Biologically immortal, you can't age.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's like two different forms of it. I guess three.
So
In
one,
a
if you
way.
get hit in the head with a shotgun, you don't die. The other one, you can live forever.
But there's also like the age factor, which is dependable on the immortality. Most
Biologically
sometimes.
immortal also means ageless.
Yeah, there are some different age factors. So biologically immortal, you don't age, and then everything else that can depend on what it is.
So how old are you again? Don't know. Stop counting after 20.
I don't know, I stopped counting after 372 lives.
There's just, you specify lives, and they're like, "What the hell do you mean lives?" Oh, I've lived 60 years, 372 times.
It kind of reminds me of this story from No Sleep, I think it was. It's called "If You're Armed at the Glentmont Metro, Please Shoot Me." It's a super cool story, and there's this one. This guy, he tests medicine for money, and he takes this drug that really enhances reaction time, but everything appears to be slower to him. And then it started getting stronger, and
Oh,
then he
yeah.
takes what's it called? Another pill to like see if it'll reverse the effect, but it makes it much stronger. And there's this one really cool line I like from it. It's, "I blink and the weeks pass."
Interesting line.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's a short
What
story too.
happens?
do we see any instruments in the place, in the cellar?
You do not seem to see what could be any instruments to your knowledge. What you do see is a lot of odd looking weapons that you don't know. It could be armor, could be magical, could be physical, or could be a weapon. If you think they are an item of musical talent, you do not have the knowledge to know.
What about me?
What are you looking for?
One for armor and two magical weapons.
What you see is, what is this like before? You do have like some kind of reminiscent age, and reminiscent knowledge of the weapons here. A lot of them, as usual, are Esperia branded. You don't entirely recognize it, even though you have been alive for a while. Should we just say like 1,000-ish years? Or more? Okay. You do recognize some of it. You don't recognize where it actually came from or what island it belongs to. You just know that that was a specific region or nation that existed. The armor is more sophisticated and more ageless than what you could remind yourself of. The weapons, some of them are pretty obvious as weapons, some of them are pretty obvious as armor, but in all in all, there's a lot more there than you have no clue what can be and what there is.
I want to take the armor.
Which armor? There's like 5 you recognize.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll a strength check to break through the glass. Or what way are you wanting to break through the glass?
I have many ways because I'm a wizard.
Fireball!
Oh, this god's gonna kill us.
Oh,
Oh my god, stop breaking, stop it. There we go. Yeah, probably just. How long do you think Toll the Dead is of shattering glass?
Toll the Dead does what?
Shattering glass.
What does the spell say it does exactly?
Rings a giant bell for the person and basically damages them.
Let's see.
So sound wave glass.
At what sound does glass break? 105 decibels. When does sound erupt your eardrums? What volume? 150 decibels, so you can do that.
Also, only the thing can hear the noise.
Huh?
Only the thing can hear the noise from targeting. So if I target you, none of us can hear it.
Interesting, okay.
why doesn't one of us just like punch the glass?
He's weak.
Yeah.
He's also made of bones.
Alright.
Actually, you know what would be
Twink
funny?
next to a midget.
I could give him metacarpal bone disease.
What's that?
It's a bone disease that makes your limbs go limp. I could just give you a bone disease.
You realize I don't have bones, right? My bones, my skin.
Yeah.
Anyways, so does it work?
Is it a cantrip or? I'm assuming it doesn't say how loud it actually goes, right?
No, it just does a shit ton of damage.
What kind of damage? Like how much damage?
If it hasn't taken any damage, 1d8, and if it has, 1d12. And then it levels up.
So if it doesn't a 1d, but if it has, it does 1d12 additional. Roll for damage because hasn't moved, hasn't taken damage from what you can tell.
Poke it with a dagger.
What?
I flash it, so it took some damage.
Okay.
I'm smart.
He runs like a fingernail over it.
Max damage.
How much in total?
12.
12, okay. Yeah. The glass shatters, but not like a typical move sense where it just like falls and breaks as it does. The toll of the dead. The bell from forming the spell, it rings, and there's a slight pause. Even you contemplate, like, has this even worked? Before there's a solid, almost perfect disc hole through the glass, with like there's been shards over it. It looks basically like circle and then just shards of glass around, that kind of thing. Is that what you're gonna do for everyone?
All the boxes.
All the 5 that you're gonna take?
Yep.
It does seem to work with your method of doing 12 damage to everything. They all actually form different geometrical shapes through which you can take the items. Some of the items are tougher than others, but nonetheless, you do get a lot of them. It is also intensely heavy for you.
So with the thing, we can basically talk to another dimension about buying the materials. Can you see if I can buy a bag of holding?
I'm on the other side of the room.
I have telepathy.
I mean, probably.
Oh God.
On
Good.
Odo. So what is happening exactly?
We can talk to another dimension about buying things, and I'm seeing if I can buy a bag of holding.
How much does the bag of holding cost?
500.
500.
I don't think we have $500.
There you go. I have 750
How do we know how much money we have?
because at the starting of the game, if you pick the right stuff, you can even get a ton. No
You get
more-
10.
No. What race you also have also depends because it's like you roll a dice and then you times that. So I just took the wizard. You can get a shit ton of money off the start. If you pick noble, you pick the right race. Not race.
Oh,
class.
noble, right, yeah.
Go on. Sky.
Forget about backgrounds.
I got 25 gold.
How?
I think I have 0.
Because I remember when we were doing the race, that was like it.
Oh.
Maybe I can charm them into just giving us the bag for free.
I also didn't pick any supplies, and that costs gold.
I mean, you have 750, so I mean, technically, if you give it to Talon, you can buy a bag of holding through dimensions.
Yes.
Alright,
Cool. So bag of holding. Just
I got the 500. Give me bag of hold. Give me holding bag.
Give me the bag that
Give me the bag of holding.
This is also going to come in a little bit later for funnies. How demanding are you going to be to like grab the bag of holding? Like what kind of shop methoding are you going to do? Like politeness, rudeness,
Me.
like him for getting the bag of holding.
Polite.
How polite?
Hello, entity. I do not yet know your name. May I have a bag of holding, please?
The entity of which you see grabs a little bag tied with a leather string, hands it to you with like a sharp gold tipped claw, and gives it to you. Beware the consequences of which it is unlimited, and closes the rift.
Alright.
Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then that's
guess-
going to come in later.
Yeah, guys, I accidentally drew my character.
Wow, that is.
His
Yeah.
head is
Pretty
like
good,
half his
actually.
size.
He has the hurdy.
I mean, the proportions are weird, of course, but the face is.
Well, it's meant to be like that.
Yeah, I know.
That is amazing.
Let me see.
The-
I
Anyway.
presented that for German class, right?
Yeah. I accidentally drew this. The arms are small because minus 3 strength goes crazy.
Alright, so
Yeah.
and I guess I walk over, I hand Azazel, Azrael
From the Binding of
from
Isaac?
Undertale,
Yes.
the bag of holding, and I walk back over to Leo.
Okay. Since I can read his thoughts, can I also hear the word?
No.
Okay. So I don't know that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I should probably tell him.
Do you want to tell him?
Yeah, sure. Like, as I'm handing it to him, just, by the way, I was told to beware of the infinity of this.
Okay.
Don't be stupid. And I walk off.
Okay.
Arcana check on it to see what exactly is up with it.
We should just blindly put every single object in the room we see in it.
Let's not do that.
In a campaign I was
Wait.
playing in a while ago, we put like a shark into a bag of holding. And then in the final boss fight, we just opened it up and that shark flew out.
Yeah, I saw Skid with a zombie beholder.
Yeah.
That's called, or, oh wait, no, there are zombie beholders, but there's also the skeleton ones.
Yeah, there's also I saw another skit of like, hey, we put this guy in a bag of holding, but there's a portal in the bag of holding that sends it to another world, and it's now in a castle killing everybody.
I have a question.
Go on.
So inside of the bag of holding, is it like a is it like your own personal pocket dimension?
Kind
or-
of, yes.
So am I able to just go inside of it?
No, it
Not
has to
recommended.
I mean, you can go inside of
Okay.
it, but I would not recommend it.
You can go inside of it. You would die.
The bag man.
Okay. Now what if we
I
tried?
love the bag, man.
Okay, now guys, now bear with me. What if we try to put the air elemental in the bag of holding?
No air.
The
But
air
that
bubble
would-
doesn't require air.
It is
Okay.
air.
Yeah.
It would provide air.
Need the supply of oxygen.
Yeah. If we put the air elemental in
We
there,
would
it should-
need. I feel we would need its approval. When it gets out, it's going to kill.
Well,
someone.
it's like they're guarding the stuff. So if the stuff, if all the stuff is gone, like there'd be nothing for it to guard. So
That is true.
it could go with the stuff and guard it for us inside of the bag of holding, and also on top of that being our supply of oxygen.
Plus, Leo is in our party, so it would technically be continuing its duty from before Esperia got sent off.
Also, did you read about the like how it's exchanged and stuff? Because how you upgrade is basically talking to the shop from another dimension, because you got granted access by their god.
The last time I checked, I didn't see anything about the shop.
I did add it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, that's why I haven't seen anything about it. You said that, and I'm like, huh?
So basically, for them, he's kind of their hero from another dimension.
Here, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna see if I can draw my character on the board.
So what do you two wish to do, or you four wish to do with
I
the?
want to check what's up with the bag.
Okay. Roll Arcana check then.
How's it 23?
23. You sense regular magic from the magic of infinity as the bag is currently within your grasp. You do not sense anything churning or breaking or creating new magic within, but you do sense the regular magic of the 5 pieces of armor.
Okay.
You do sense them flipping, like drifting along through space, but sometimes different winds within the bag accelerate it.
I placed 3 mushrooms in there, and I want to see if I can get them out.
Repeat that.
I put 3 mushrooms in there, and I want to see if I can get them out.
Just get the 3 mushrooms out.
Yeah, specifically the mushrooms.
So like you drop 3 and then you want to take them out again. Okay.
See if I can grab what I want back.
You have something I want.
As you drop the 3 mushrooms in 1, 2, 3, kind of like making a potion or a cauldron, You then think of the mushrooms that you want to get back, reaching it deep into the bag, like up to shoulder height. And as you grab a mushroom, you take it a little bit, and then you realize within your bony carapace is a long etched scar that apparently red water, which is the red mixed with the queller, it leaks through the deep gash.
Why?
You didn't feel it, but you got the mushrooms, or a mushroom.
Can I try to turn it off and dump the mushrooms out?
The way you do it, or how are you doing? So like just like turning it over and shaking, or just like boom? With the thought in your head of the mushrooms, you grab the bag again with the mushroom still in your hand and turn it over, like a 1, then 2 kind of thing. You then you do so, and the mushrooms kind of fly out as if something chucked them right through this gap.
Okay, I only picked one. A mage hand. I'll try to grab with the mage hand.
Roll Arcana for that. Do you?
Another 23.
Another 23. As you, what kind of thing are you doing? Like you opening it wide so the mage hand can go in?
I summon mage hand, I open it, and then it goes in.
Like every other thing I do. The mage hand will extend its reach deep into there. As you try and, like, what kind of thing are you doing to try and grab this thing?
Mushroom?
Or whatever, yeah. Like mage hand to grab the mushroom. The mage hand reaches in and it pulls out the mushroom, but the mushroom instead kind of like bobs up atop the surface of the kind of like bobs up atop the surface of the opening of it, of the bag of holding, and kind of just like falls to the floor. You look inside again, and the mage hand is just no longer there.
Trying to kill me.
You asked for the bag, I got you the bag. Now I don't know if
Do
it's
you
because I
three want to
handed
do
it off.
anything else except experiment with the bag?
Do we test if it does the same thing with me, or if it's because you weren't the one that purchased it?
Yeah.
Okay. I take one of the mushrooms he's already got out, throw it back into the bag, and then go to pull it out myself.
How fast? What kind of way are you doing? It's like fast, quick, ruthless.
The bag.
No, I just kind of grab the mushroom out of his hand.
You
Drop
ruthlessly
it.
grab the mushroom.
Yeah, no, just give me that. No, I grab the mushroom out of his hand, drop it into the bag.
You
like
grab it so hard
I'm
Peyton's
dropping
hand
it
comes
into
off
like a
with it.
cauldron or something, and then I just kind of calmly reach down and grab it, pull my hand back out.
Are you gonna like close the bag of holding at all?
Close
do
it
you-
on my
do you-
hand.
Do you open it, drop it, and then close it and open again, or no?
Yeah, sure.
After you drop the mushroom in, Azrael will close it, then open it again. You cannot see the mushroom or any item in it, as it's just like the darkness void. You reach in and pull out the mushroom, as there was no mushroom in the space before, and the same sort of scar appears, but it's more so etched into
Like a tattoo.
your forearm, not in a tattoo style, just like a claw, kind of like digging its way through
Like
the
a
forearm.
scar. But
Oh.
Yes, you cannot actually feel any pain, but it's still bleeding.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have any nerves.
No, now we both have the scar.
I think the bagman doesn't like you putting your hand in there.
you want to try asking for the mushroom?
That could work, because there seems to be something else in the bag.
What are we doing? And be specific about how you're gonna do this.
Okay. I put the mushroom in the bag. I close it, I open it. I say, can I have the mushroom?
And I say, mushroom.
A raspy voice kind of like creeps out of it, and you can with your wizardly vision, you can, for some reason, detail like words of like some gastric form kind of like creeping its way out. The Aqueller fungu, you can actually feel it start to stiffen and freeze, is like a protective kind of measure. The raspy gastrous voice, it doesn't speak per se, it relays its words in more of a speech bubble kind of way. It says specifically, what of the infinite case would you want from the man who delivers you the mushroom?
Is that his name? The man who delivers you the mushroom?
Wait, what? What? What would you wish for the infinite cage from the man who delivers the mushroom? Okay.
So, is he the only one that can see this? Or
No, it's semi-visible, but you can see it more clearly.
okay.
You should also be able to see it sometimes.
You can see it, but you can see it more clearly.
Yeah, he's also an arcane person.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
The ones with a closer sight of magic can see this clearly.
So me and you.
yes, we all won.
No, Isley, you, and you're a ranger.
Get out of here.
Rangers have, wait, in 5e Rangers have spellcasting, but I'm
Yes.
not a
You're a
ranger.
homebrew ranger.
Damn. Anyway.
Okay,
So what do you wish for?
okay, can you explain it more clearly, because I don't really understand
So
what it's asking.
the words. So you've gotten scars from the bag every time you've reopened it to grab something that you have put in, and you have come back with either a consequence or something you have desired in return for the service of the man delivering. Carl, you're tipping everything over.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, so what is he asking?
He's asking what type of other reciprocal service he will give to you as he is delivering you the mushroom.
I asked him if we may store the rest of the armor.
Didn't you already put the rest of the armor in there?
No, I wanted to test the mushrooms out first.
Okay. The words start to change actually, and
It just says no.
Fuck you.
the gastrous form then replies back to your sentence saying, "Of what there is in infinity, I will guard the armor that which rests from your hands, but in return I may place a scar of one of many across you."
Okay, so in return for storing the items, you scar us.
Yeah.
Okay.
In what way?
And-
Like physical scar? Or
Physical
Heavy,
scout. We
shiny
both
dash.
have.
The scar does nothing, so.
And you do the same when we remove items. Yes?
It replies with a singular kind of like nodding and bobbing of the text.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think it's only if we remove the items.
It's both. Put them in, remove them. He just wants to touch us.
It's like your
he
friend.
just wants to give us a little hello there.
Alright.
Hello down there.
Better question. Is it for every item we put in, or just every time we go to use the bag?
It is every time you're retrieving something from a bag.
Okay.
Alright. Do you guys want to steal all the weapons?
Yeah, let's steal all the weapons.
I mean, if the god doesn't care, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Let's do it. I put all the
Wait,
armor
wait,
in.
We should
Yeah,
make-
like,
Wait,
hold
there-
up. Has the
there's
god
a devil
reacted
fruit.
to
There's
him
a devil
breaking
fruit
the
in the back.
glass?
Wait, there's
Carrot.
a devil fruit in there?
What did you say, Carl?
So there's a devil fruit in the back. I wanna go back there.
I was
Okay,
about to
wait. Before we do that, let's just like sweep this place.
Yeah.
Yes, before we rob everything like the hobos we are, let's find the artifact we were sent here to find, the
Okay.
glitch fruit at the back, and make sure nothing's going to kill us except possibly the god for theft.
Okay. I think the only reason why I should keep the bag.
Even if he
pointed is
does
'cause
try,
I'm
we'll have
actually
new powers to
immortal.
test out on him.
So I can take the most damage. And
Hey.
I'm also already cursed.
Guys, even if he does try to kill us, we'll have new powers.
You know what? Fuck it, sure.
Kill him with those.
It's also at
probably.
the same time, Peyton, the entire thing with the abyssal child, if you are to die, you erupt.
Yeah, you do explode.
Yeah, I do. I'm a bomb,
You are a walking time bomb.
but I can't take the most damage because that's also what my class is based off of. So, want the bag? Cool.
Cool.
As long as I get the armor, because I can use it to summon stuff.
So what is within the bag?
The 5 armor sets, right?
And because you're sweeping the place, I'm assuming all y'all are just putting all the armor and items into the bag. Okay.
I want to also, since I'm a wizard, I want to categorize them in my fight.
Okay.
And since I do have knowledge of this place, I know what each weapon looks like.
Sure.
You should have been a warforge. That would have been amazing.
Armor, weapons, magic, other items.
Okay, that could have tied into the lore of the thing where, since you're connected to the one of the realms of a forge, then that's how all you get your items. You're bestowed by their god.
Imagine if you were the god's creation.
What's technically stopping me?
From being a warforge? Yeah, you can slowly upgrade yourself.
Yeah. It's either that or like the original prince died long ago and I'm just a clone, like a robotic clone.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
make that into
so
something else.
PK is player knowledge. Your characters do not know how much of whichever item you put in the bag. But you all know as players that there's 10 armor, 10 weapons, 10 magic, 10 magic items,
Wait,
10 supplies, and 10 other items.
wait, how did we not know?
Because you don't recognize all of them.
Oh yeah, but we put them in.
You put them in, but you don't recognize.
We know
what
the
you're
number of
putting
each
in.
thing, we don't know what they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need more clarification.
Okay.
Because what I thought is like, you don't know how much you put in.
Oh no. You know how much you put in, but you don't know what entirely they are. Most of them.
Okay. I still want to categorize what I know.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't that person who sent us to this place like
Where's the shop?
give one of us something? Like-
It's a description.
Didn't he like give one of us an item?
I don't think so.
I thought he did. He
Wait,
was like,
Which guy, the elder?
yeah, the elder, the dude who was like, go this way or
I
whatever.
don't think he gave us anything.
Thought he
I
did.
mean, he said like, up on the mountain there's a thing.
There is an item within the mountain. Yes.
But I don't think he gave us anything.
As you are sweeping and you have finished sweeping, you then see a pedestal in the back area of this, and and when you get close to it, it's a scroll, like a very big scroll, almost being almost reaching to like 8 feet in length.
Wow. We're gonna read all that?
It's the scroll of trade from Warhammer. Anyway. Yes.
But this scroll, as you see the scroll, you kind of get like a telepathic, telekinetic ping in your head, in your brain, as then you kind of like flash back to what the elder was talking about, and this is the item or scroll or whatever of the history that the elder wanted. Yes, Bailey.
About the armor. How tall is
River,
the
are you
armor?
praying?
What?
How tall is the armor? Is it as tall as him? Like armor built for him?
No.
So it's just average armor?
Average armor ranging from small to large.
So, am I able to just take the smallest armor and wear it, or are there requirements?
Anything that seems to be covering your, like, if it looks like plate mail, you're probably gonna need like a strength requirement, yes. But as there are not too many tiny plate mails, you should be able to wear at least one if you find out what it does.
Okay, so am I able
If
to
they
like
are.
look at the smallest armor set?
The smallest item that you can manage to pick out from the other 50 items is a small item. Is a kind of like looks like it's the smallest of them all, and one of your fittings and one that would fit your stature almost perfectly. It is a. It looks like a breastplate with connected armbands, a helmet, and leg bands. But also at the same time, it looks like something that you could hang up and it would fly in the wind.
Interesting. So is it still in the bag right now?
You're holding it currently.
Okay, I put it on.
Also, alongside that, you are going to have a dash over the back of your hand for getting it out.
Yeah, I don't care.
Can y'all write that down where you have scars from this bag?
I mean, I haven't taken anything yet, but I will.
I know, like, my hands are turning black, I have a scar.
Can y'all add that to your character sheet where you have scars
Yeah.
from the bag?
So where do I have the scar? Like
Along the back of one of your hands.
one of them
Yeah.
I can pick. Okay.
Yeah.
Bottom right.
Aaron Yeager, my ass. Kobe.
Don't worry guys, I have 4 arms.
Okay. Who else has a scar?
Stay just make sure I write that.
Fucking.
For you, Sky, it's specifically from your elbow to your wrist on the top side. But for you, Peyton, it is like down in between the middle finger from the shoulder.
That is a large scar.
How y'all like state testing today?
It was like.
You guys had state test?
I don't have
I had it first period in the
What did you
day.
write on my
Uh,
digital?
Yes, right on your skin.
No.
What do you four want to do now that you have seen the scroll and ransacked the entire
Okay,
place?
so did we?
I read the scroll.
Yeah, yeah.
Which side?
Yeah, let's read
The scroll's
We need
here.
we should read the scroll.
The
'Cause
star?
It might
Whichever
tell
side
us about like all these items and what the devil fruit might be like.
It's pretty long. For its length, it's
Give us like a rundown.
it's fairly short. But what it tells is actually tells of the formation of this island in more of a religious kind of subtext.
God created everything perfectly.
God did.
There was no evolution.
but
Your God isn't real.
it refers to a more kind of primitive god, one of trying to like create more to rule over a supposed kingdom under, and one that is said to be this island's quote perfect kingdom, this specific island. And throughout the ages, you four do know that there are different religions and stuff, but the one that this is reading does not entirely match any other religion, and so this is kind of the island's own religious text. But at the same time, this actually tells relatively true history on the time where Darius Ali came in, and also when Eberl, quote, existed, or began existing. The island is said to be one of a living creature, but also at the same time a living weapon for what it houses atop of it.
We should bring it back to that old man, see if he can.
Do we think the elder's a religious zealot trying to use whatever the fuck this is and actually believes it to be true?
I think he sent you to your death, so.
But in all fairness, I was out for like 2 weeks. So
You had an EP.
I drank a little too much.
So, do you four want to bring it back to the Elder?
Did we collect everything from here?
Yeah, from what you can see, everything is ransacked.
No, maybe we should search the walls, search the floor, see if there's any hidden passageways
We found any guns.
You have found ranged weapons from what you remember, but nothing.
No guns.
Yeah.
I wanted a cool like rifle.
Okay.
What about the devil fruit? Where's that?
You have not seen it yet.
I
Guys, I think we have to kill the elemental.
will search every nook and cranny around that pedestal. Everything around the pedestal.
Do an investigation check. Close your eyes first.
I'm good.
You're gonna die.
Now you go look for it. But
Jesus, it's
stay
kidding.
right there
Better
and
be
you.
quick.
Can I borrow your timer?
Come on, you should get advantage since it's so dark.
This butch
Like,
ain't got night vision.
He doesn't have dark vision.
No, but it's the dice.
Yeah.
It's pretty much invisible.
Start right between these two desks, quickly.
What?
These two desks right here.
Where?
Right there. Stand right here.
Okay.
It can be anywhere in this room. Go up with what you remember. This is at disadvantage. I have not started the timer yet. Go back. I have not started.
Wait, how
this
long
is-
does he have?
However amount of time he has until he finds it. Go.
Wait, what would there should be an effect with disadvantage on it?
Yeah, this is not advantage. This is more.
Oh wait, it's time, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I help him?
What are you specifically looking for on this statue, Aislinn?
Like anything that looks awry, like anything that just looks different.
Do you also want to help him with that? Cool. You will get advantage in this, so pay and stand
You
up.
really did just fucking chuck the dice, didn't you?
You two both stand where Isley originally
I
stood.
will
You guys
also
are-
help. Double
You will help as
advantage.
well? Cool. Okay, you three, Isley, come back here. I got the dice. Okay.
Well, you haven't?
Where,
Dude, where?
He's
it
re-rolling
was
it.
over there. It was in the shadow, and it was pretty much invisible. I was watching it through. I saw him roll into the shadow.
Fuck it.
What the fuck?
Okay.
It disappeared.
Okay, you four look at the whiteboard. Do not turn around or I will smack you. I will
It's a
smack
firing squad. Get your hand away from my ass.
I will spank it.
It is visible, and go. Advantage.
I got it.
Go 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
Hey.
What was it?
I heard it. I got fucking ears. Echolocation.
Next time I'll say you can only walk.
What was the roll?
8.
8.
8.
Yeah.
That was quad advantage, so. So Isley,
Yeah.
roll that.
4 times.
No, roll it 3 times because you had advantage.
Roll it 3
Actually,
times.
no, roll it. Yeah, roll it 3 times.
Okay. 3, 12, 18.
18 plus investigation is.
Investigation bonus?
That's a
Wow.
minus.
Watching.
I got a minus
Watching
2.
these on his phone.
Say the 16.
Yeah.
Is there anything specifically awry that you want to search for?
Anything that like bumps up or bumps down from like the regular like structure and form of the object. Anything that like feels or looks kind of different, and I'll be like pressing on like the nooks and crannies to see like what's there.
Due to your roll of 16, you are. So I'm assuming you other 3 are helping him find what is possibly awry.
Yes.
I also, after this, I'm gonna look for any arcane wounds.
As you 4 are looking around for anything awry, you do come across what could be some irregularities, but mostly it just seems like it could be waterlogged or eroded by some kind of time or placement. There are obviously going to be like little cracks and bits here, but the apparent scroll was there for so long that there's still a divot of where it was resting, and there's so much dust piled up that makes that divot visible.
Alright.
The Arcanic runes roll for Arcana. Note how much dust there was.
So, what were you saying was like corroded?
A lot of it is eroded by what you can assume would be water or.
Can I use mending to bring it back?
Mending can only fix very minor things, like a crack
This is.
in a blade.
It's eroded in the sense of it potentially being a very long time of water attention, but also at the same time water deprivation, making it crack and somewhat still like make some rounder areas of irregularity. But remember, the dust and the divot of the stone have piled up so that the divot from lifting the scroll up has made it very, very visible. Hayden, you roll a 22 for Arcana. Where are you looking for arcanic runes?
Around the pedestal and like, just on the walls and stuff.
Everywhere in the chamber? This does take you a long time to do, about 15, 20-ish minutes, and you had to run for this. You did get a good look at everything, and so you're able to decrypt it.
What about my bed, Neil?
Nice, yeah. 20 minutes on each side so you get a better look. Your pet kind of relays it back to you telepathically, and the only symbolic runes that would have any kind of arcanic nature are more dead druidic runes that are not said to be for dead or alive magic, more for corroded magic that is more so meant to protect, but also the runes on the ground are written in a more bluish magical font, meaning a lot of alchemical equations equaling out to failures. The ceiling directly in the middle of the chamber is a very maroon one that is in the more ancient languages that you know of, like very old Therian. That specific symbol is meant for destruction, and the outward ones that look very similar to a glowworm kind of cave are written in more green magical font for preservation, protect, and peace. There's a lot of story with these runes if you pay attention.
I have an idea.
Go for it.
So, I'll pull out my flute.
You
I
play
play
a song.
I play one constant flat note.
Are you gonna play
And
the
I-
brown note?
And then I stop playing it, and I listen for the reverberations of the sound off walls to basically try to
echolocation.
hear the echoes of like maybe where some like room could be.
Empty
Like,
room. Okay.
yeah, like if the
Um,
sound can travel to it.
Roll a performance check. Roll a performance and perception
Let me
check.
ask Carl this, the elemental where it is.
So 2 rolls.
Technically.
Okay.
Well, while he's doing that, I
First
check
roll.
out the
4.
heavily dust-covered area where the scroll was, just
Damn, 5.
to see
4
if
and 5.
You do not. You played bad and you sense worser.
just to see if there's anything like
What do you want to do with the dust?
Maybe you can
just
smell
kind
it
of
out.
search
Well,
the area covered in the
Just
very
smell
thick
it.
layer of dust that was left behind, just to see if like it has covered anything.
The
You asked the
the
elemental where it is.
Oh, I could. How far are we from him?
he was at the Starseer like 15 minutes away.
15?
Yeah.
I'm not walking all the way back there.
Dog.
Oh, wait, I can fly.
You could
Yeah,
fly.
you can do it in
The-
like 40.
I'll be like,
The length that you
fine.
are kind of scraping or like pushing off kind of like sticks to your arm and basically turns your Skypian flesh a very black hue, very black hue and a very gray hue.
oh no.
The amount of the dust that was covering this pedestal, kind of, you swipe it away, and the dust has kind of actually, because of how much dust there was, even though it's very light, it was kind of pressing itself very deep into the cracks and etchings of the of like the runes or etchings of the pedestal. When you scrape it off, there is 2 wings around the divot of the scroll, and there is moon sigils on the corners with fancy connections between the top and bottom. But the moon ones are more so, they're circular with like a crescent pattern in it.
I'm a Lunarian. Would I recognize these moon ones?
You recognize it simply as the moon protection kind of thing. It's a simple kind of ownage from Esperia.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fly back down like the tunnel thing to talk to the elemental. Or to ask
You
him.
want to say something?
So it's not like the wings aren't like in the rock, kind of delving into it, right? It's just
The divot of where the scroll was resting has wings etched like on the side, on the left and right side of it.
okay. So it's not like either me or him could lay down, spread our wings, and they
No.
would. Okay.
Cut them off.
What if I just stop messing with the like symbol or like seeing if there's something
Nothing seems to work. You trace your
First time.
fingers around, get the dust out. The only thing that happens is that your flesh becomes blacker with the lint.
Okay, and I can't like push down on the symbol or anything.
No.
Hmm.
You want to say something?
So, what if so I already tried hearing. Now what if I try smelling it out? Now what if
I can smell you.
what if I go looking around the pedestal, basically smelling for smelly smells that are abnormal to the environment.
Roll a
You
wisdom.
just start like sniffing.
Roll a
Cause-
wisdom check.
You just start like
Smells it out.
sniffing the walls and like
Roll a
edges,
wisdom save.
like a
Roll a wisdom save to not die from chloroform or ammonia.
Here,
To
when
not
do
lose
you
your
guys
breath.
think we're gonna be done? So I can know when to touch my mouth.
15 minutes.
Alright.
But if you get into a fight, then we could maybe go for longer.
I think that's a 9. What's that? That's a 6?
That's a 19.
That's a 9.
Okay, it was a 9. I rolled a
What's your
9
wisdom? What's your wisdom like?
plus 2, so 11.
You just smell damp rock, and yet at the same time you do not realize or recognize any water or liquid of any nature throughout this very hexagonal blocky chamber. You just smell
Okay.
damp and dry.
Which parts
and,
around it smell more damp than the other parts?
specifically, the dampness is more amplified here.
So, is there more humidity around that area?
You,
like in
you
the
just smell the moisture emanating off of it.
air?
But at the same time, you do not realize or you do not recognize any water within this area.
Mm.
Boy, Ocean, do you see anything? The like venom creature.
A queller.
They're
No.
called venom.
Cool.
What if?
Just a moment. Venom, in that regard, as you're telepathically talking with Venom, the Queller creature kind of like shoots it a little blob out of your eyes, and
Right on my eyes. What the fuck, dude?
because they're open and wide, kind of like looks around with like with like what you can assume would be a singular part of its eye, and it like looks around, kind of like scanning in a sense, and you kind of feel like a little reverberation within your skull as a view from the Queller is actually kind of put into your head. The Queller kind of also like shakes your mind a little bit with how it speaks back to you.
This ruin has not appeared to be underwater for some time. Maybe a missing structure from whatever removed place this came from.
I asked him if he sees anything wrong with the elemental.
You will have to get closer to the elemental.
I walk closer.
How close do you want to be to him?
Close enough to kiss him.
10 feet away.
Okay.
Also, the eyeball's better than the asshole.
Where's
Good
your
lord,
asshole?
thank you for giving me ideas.
Yours.
Wait, let me see.
So what specifically do you want the Aquiller? What specifically do you want the Aquiller to look for?
Do you see anything wrong with him?
Oh no. Specifically the almond, maybe.
The Aquiller kind of shakes you again, but more in a more in kind of like a jacking your nerves kind of sense.
Checking you off.
The view it's giving back to you is is a more kind of war flashback kind of thing of like a Titanic-looking creature raising what appeared to be like a miniature weapon. As you kind of look up, the flashback kind of like shows you what could potentially be the same creature, but with scars all over its air body, with even liquid splashed across it or blood dripping down, as what you can tell from this flashback of what the Aquila is giving you. It's the same elemental, but in a war of some sort. The Queller then shakes you again as it's speaking to.
I see many things wrong with this. It is far from its home. It is far from where it's summoned. It should have not lived for however long your bones would have fertilized.
Meaning how long you could have died ago, which is many, many centuries. Because your bones are permanently fertilizing as they keep respawning.
Chad may be the worst main character alive.
You fucking.
Do you three want to do anything, or do you two want to do anything?
I was thinking of doing something.
Go for
We're
it.
always doing
So,
stuff.
Yeah, I was going down to talk to the elemental.
Yeah.
Let's continue with that, Carl. What do you want to say?
Okay, well, we've been looking all over. Where is this devil fruit you showed me? Or can you at least give a hint?
The air elemental, still sitting with its spear on top, turns its head in a more disturbing manner. As when it turns, you can kind of hear like bone cracking as it turns all the way to you.
Oh.
The arms then turn all the way around, and
I'm out.
its top, its chest plate also turns around.
Maybe that's just how it moves.
The arms then still they turn back with another bone crack in the shoulders as it looks at you, kind of like leans forward as like judging you, and then taps its chest on the direct point.
So he has to double.
oh, it's inside of him.
Well, do you mind if I take it?
The air.
So he's been around a lot longer
I would
than
assume
he's
he
supposed to,
does.
right? And he was just like bone cracking. What if the dude who summons him is inside the Amun?
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't unsummoned and why the Amun doesn't seem there, because the air elemental is there. He was supposed to be desummoned long ago, but his summoner's corpse is inside of him as like a fucking mana generator,
Interesting idea.
keeping him summoned. And that's why he's fucking bone cracking when he shouldn't have bones.
It's like the original Halo armor. Yeah. Because, like, how they basically killed people inside of it.
Carl, or Leo rather, actually, before we get to that, do you three want to do anything before then?
So, I was thinking about analyzing the walls and the pedestal one last time, checking for any airflow that could be going through the walls and stuff.
I told those two what's going on.
With like what you're seeing? Okay. Also, you're at the pedestal still as well.
Yeah, I was gonna check it for like.
Okay, so you're like telepathically telling everyone? Okay.
I was gonna check the like pedestal for any
Also tell them-
arcanic bullshit.
I also told them what Venom said.
Could you do a nature check, Isla?
A what check?
A nature check?
A nature check?
Yeah, for looking for wind.
Alright.
How much shin conditioning do you do?
None.
I think I made.
I rolled a
mention-
I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a 20, Torin.
Oh yeah, he did.
Also, I think I made the
It
air
under
guy
my
and
kneecap.
Oh, oh
in
no.
between it.
or he didn't see how
Me?
No,
Him?
Torin, like, how the fuck? You've hit under my kneecap twice now.
Is that rare or?
Quit.
Give me these. My thigh.
I forgot who. Someone had a style point, right? Okay. And then.
Why is
Oh,
it?
fuck.
I mean, hey, I'm just doing the reverse of what he did. I'm going from white to black. He went from black to white.
That's actually what I did. I've gone darker for years.
Yeah, roll a nature check, Isley.
I just did.
Oh, you got a natural 20, sorry.
That's right, bitch.
You. Okay, under the kneecap.
Fucking crowbar that shit. Give it to me.
Knee surgery.
Okay,
You wouldn't use it.
continue.
Okay. As you are managing the potential airflow of this pedestal, like kind of like feeling it like this kind of thing, you feel the slightest bit of air, but because of how small these little crevices are, you cannot tell if it's your own cold breath or if it's the actual outside air.
Okay, I was checking for airflow.
You can feel some air, or if it's your own cold breath, you can't tell.
How
Can't
about-
differentiate.
Okay.
Okay, wait,
One way
what-
is going that way, one is going that way.
What part of the room is it in? What-
You said you're checking the pedestal.
Yeah, I was checking like around in it.
Okay. You check the pedestal. You can feel like some kind of like miniature airflow coming out of it. And the farther you go from the pedestal, the smaller and lesser amount of airflow you can feel.
Guys, we should just destroy everything around the pedestal so it would reveal the room.
Okay, let's do that afterwards, after we get the double food.
Carl,
By then.
what did you want to say?
Wait, or we could bait it into destroying it for us.
I was gonna ask the guy if I could have it.
Oh, yeah.
How demanding are you of this?
I'll be like, as the Prince of Esperia, I would request that you cease possession of this item I'm seeking out.
The air elemental stands.
Oh no.
You hear whispers of wind as where you two are standing, air begins to flow whatever direction. You feel like gravity is inverted and yet it's not, and at the same time you can feel the wind almost gushing straight through your head or straight through your fingernails.
He's angry.
As the air elemental bows, he grabs his scythe with two. He grabs his weapon with two hands. Kind of takes a bow with one hand. He grabs two, and then stances ready for a fight. Roll for initiative.
Motherfucker! This motherfucker bows to his prince one last time, like, I gotta kill you now.
Okay.
And as you are all rolling for,
Okay.
do you know what your dex is or initiative is, Leo?
My dex is +3.
So that would be
Guys, let's
5,
go
right?
home.
14.
They're in initiative, so
We decide that and then we go.
So 5, 14.
Yeah.
Here, roll.
Fuck is my deck?
Yeah, my
Oh,
route
we're
should
doing
also
this
be
after.
through
18.
At least he's respectful.
Yeah.
18.
Before
with
he
a dex of 1.
absolutely wipes the floor with us.
It's an arrow.
so what did you get?
He hasn't rolled yet. I got 18.
22.
Damn.
So who got what?
I got a 5.
I got 18.
So it's in.
Isley, what about you?
I don't
so it
think
goes
I rolled.
No, you did.
rolled
You got
roll.
like
What I
a
roll?
14, I think.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it was a
So it'll, excluding the guard, it'll go pagan,